Well, you know, you come across as this, dude, so that's all I could really do. You know? I can just say
I
what he
don't
comes
want
across
to,
as.
I don't want to tell him what to do, but I just know that if someone's acting like that, I'm not just going to sit back and let someone be a bully, be a misogynist, be a hypocrite. And that's why I've been speaking out like I have, and I probably shouldn't be doing it as much as I have, but no one gets a popularity pass. People are
Let's see.
him because he's more popular because they like him, but you know what? That doesn't make him right on everything.
Spoony, the fandom brings up something. Spoony has had a fan who committed suicide and wrote a suicide note to him. I hate to bring it up, but I wouldn't think you'd go in this direction to be selfish after an experience like that. Um, I know Spoony likes to bring that up, or at least, or he does bring it up every once in a while, saying, he's had a fan commit suicide. He's not the only one, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But it shouldn't be something like that. Shouldn't be a crutch, you know.
No, well, he's had a lot of bad experiences, and I remember hearing about that too. And like, it's totally understandable to be down about the stuff that's happened to him. And so, like, I don't blame him for the bad things that's happened to him. But again, you can't use tragedies or depression or anything like that as a crutch to treat people like that. You know, and you can't say because he's depressed that he gets a free pass for everything.
I,
It just doesn't work that way. If he's made attempts to be a better person, I'd understand, but he hasn't.
that's the biggest problem is that he hasn't made any attempt to be a better person. And really, my problem isn't with him pretending to be some sort of comedian superstar on Twitter trolling everyone. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he can do, and he can have fun doing it. My problem stems from the fact that on the back channel, privately to everyone else, to me, business wise, he's been a fucking prick. I mean, if you want to develop a personality and say, all right, this is my personality, and if you're following the Spoony one on Twitter, this is what you're going to get, and it's going to be all laughs and ha-ha from here, and this is how the jokes are going to get, fine. But on the problem is that it just doesn't, it's not a personality. It's him. And I know it's
It's
him
a
because,
personality that he puts on because he does not want to be himself, and that's a personality he puts on for everyone, except when he has to see them face to face.
well, then you see the
That's
nice
when he
guy,
has.
and then he's kind of cool. But even on the back channel, though, to me he had been a kind of a prick. So from my point of view, it's not a personality. It's the way he behaves. So I don't know, like I don't know what to take. I don't know what to make of the guy. As a person, I don't know what to take away from him. I don't like. Is he the guy who was chilling out? Here's my point: is he the guy who at Kickassia was just chilling out in the bed, waiting for his scene, waiting a really long time for his scene to come up? And when I came up to him, I was like, "Hey, dude, you want anything for lunch or something? Since they don't need me, I'm gonna go grab something." And he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, do you know? Could you get me a sandwich or something?" And he was like, I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, thanks, no problem, that's great. Is he that dude, the friendly dude who was really receptive to, a guy going out and just getting him a sandwich because fuck it, he hadn't eaten and it had, and he was waiting around forever, or is he the dude who, will be a complete prick to me and yell at me because I made a bad decision in D&D, or he'll talk down to me and say, "Well, wow, it's really cute that you still do the streaming thing." I mean, what is he? What is he? The nice guy who is just like, "Yeah, that's really cool, dude," or is he the guy who's like, "Oh, it's cute, you still think you could try the streaming thing?" Like, what is he?
I will say this about his work ethic. Any times that I've worked with him on Suburban Nights in the fourth year, he's been a professional there. There's been nothing that I know about that's been where he's being a big baby or not doing anything. Like when he has to act, when he has to work, he is a professional. But on the side of things where the public side, where the way he has to treat people, the way he has to act when he's not acting, that's the parts where he gets shaky, and where I mean, I don't know about, you know, how he's personally acted with you, because again, I've barely talked to him, you know, outside of work, but that's how it's kind of been. So I will say this: he has not been unprofessional on the side of actually being on set and working like that, because he does actually chill on set, and that's part of the thing that kills me, because I know he has the capacity to be that person. Because I maybe he just doesn't know how to turn the comedian side off. I don't know, but he's I can say from what's happened since the whole Twitter drama that he hasn't been like that in person either. Very little contact I've had. Because he wants to pull the comedian thing, and it's really not. There's a time and a place for that, and it's really not what he's been using it for.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, I know I'm coming off as a guy who has an axe to grind, and to be honest with you, I kind of do, and I've never had like to just sit down and talk with the guy, and now it's never gonna happen, because even if